We're going to be taking a look this time at custom inspections and surveys. These are surveys and inspections you design and define yourself and can do on the fly. So this is something that, if you've got a new kind of inspection you want to do or a new survey you want to take, you can go in here and set this up, and it would be within minutes available to your folks out in the field. This conference room inspection has 7 questions. It's got a field for the date the inspection occurred, showing off the capabilities of the date field, a place to enter the conference room name that you're inspecting, to show off the text entry field, general room condition, to show off the score field. You can score it on a 1 to 10 basis, with a 7 being the default. A yes/no question asking whether a conference room table is present, a numeric question asking the number of chairs that are present, and a conference call equipment list. One of the things you can choose with yes/no questions is whether you want to create a work order that's associated with this question. Here we are on the tablet. This is an iPad 2 running iOS 9, and we're in the Safari browser. And the first thing I'm going to do is turn off the Wi-Fi connection so that the tablet is working entirely on its own resources. Okay, you'll see that the questions that we defined showed up, so I'm going to associate rooms with the survey. So it's got a unique survey ID, and then we need to select a location for it. I'm going to say that we are in the HQ building on the 18th floor, and I'm going to say that the first conference room I'm surveying is conference room 101. Every survey you take has the date that it was completed associated with it. Adding this field here, let's say that I've read the name on the conference room door, and this is the Rome conference room. It's in pretty good condition. I'm going to say it's a 9 out of 10. It does have the conference room table present. That's the default anyway. It's a nice big conference room. It's got 12 chairs, and it's sophisticated, but not super sophisticated. It's got a speakerphone. Doesn't have a video conferencing setup. And is maintenance required? No, not here. I'm not really sure I'm done editing this survey yet, so I'm going to uncheck the upload flag. You can see that I've got one survey completed here, the one we just did, and it's in bad shape. It does require maintenance. I'm going to want to give some data that will show up, or a description that will show up on the work request and work order, so that the folks that are getting it will know what to do. So I'm going to say large order. Just this one doesn't really go on the work request, but needs help. So I'm going to click save. You can see that I've gone from having 0 conference room inspections to having 2 on my device, until we got to the point where we were back in connection with the network again. Let's say that took place. So we're going to go ahead, and we're in good shape. So we're now at the point where we can send this information up to the server. Okay, the sync complete this time. Back to the conference room inspection, and you can see that what we expected to happen has happened. Inspection and survey data. You can see that the Paris conference room data has been loaded to the server. It does have the data that we've captured here, and that's viewable on the server, and reports can be written against it. Also, this one, because it was of that particular special type where we answered that maintenance required question as yes, has created a work order and a work request. And we're going to go take a look at that in another module. So we're going to take a look at the building operations module. Most recent one here. I'm going to select the one that was just created. And you can see that the data that we used to create this work request is here. We also take a look at the associated work order. And at this point you can see that we've used a custom survey to get some valuable information back to Web Central and to kick off the work requests that is associated with it. So that concludes this demonstration of MicroView Tablet.